Hey friend, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we introduced the Notion RPG Habits Tracker a year ago. And until today, we are receiving great feedback from you guys, and we crossed over 10,000 downloads. Then we take it more further and we create the live game mode just a few months ago, and we crossed 5,000 downloads, and we're still getting some great feedbacks from you guys. Then I thought, why not creating a template only for students, a gamified one, of course, that will help students be more productive and get more things done. So I came up with this new idea, the students game mode. So in this video, I will show you the students game mode. And before getting started, this template is completely free. You will find the link in the description below. It also came with an in-depth video tutorial. It's like 30 minutes. It will explain everything inside this template, how to set habits, how to set character, how to set your point settings. It's explain everything in details. But in this video, it will be just quick, 5 minutes, something like that. I will only show you how this template works. So let's get started. So first of all, I would like to switch to the dark mode. Maybe, yeah, let's just keep it in the dark mode. I think it's much better. All right. Here we have the heading, just like I told you before getting started with this template. Go and watch the video tutorial. Also, if you'd like to leave me feedback here, you can do it. Then we have navigation, which is a toggle that you can open and you can see all the pages inside this template. We have character, we have settings, habits, daily quests, and more. Then we have the dashboard. I will keep this one, the last one. First of all, we have the character page. So if we click on it, we will see our character. Just like I mentioned in the video tutorial, never delete this page, just keep it. Change the name, for example, to anything you want to name your character or your personal character. Then also you can change the image to something else. You can look for something on the web if you didn't like this one. And that's it. That's all what you have to do in the character. The properties we have in the character is the total XP you earned, the total coins you earned, and your current level, and the progress to the next level. So that's it. That's what we have in this character. Now, let me show you how you can earn XP and coins. It's actually quite simple. First of all, we start with habits, your own habits. We have good and bad habits. So you try to do the good habits and avoid doing the bad habits. For example, if we did this cold shower today habit, we will earn 10 XP and 5 coins. We can edit that, for example. We can click here and make it like 15 coins and 25 XP. All right. Now, if you look close here to the total XP, we will notice that another 25 will be added here. So currently we have a 15 here, so it will be 75. So if we complete the habit, as you can see, it's now 75. Then if we complete all today habits, we will earn more XP and coins to level up our character. Now, if we did bad habits, we will be the inverse. We will lose XP and coins. For example, if I click on I lost this battle, and for example, today I ate sugar, as you can see here, it will become 55 XP. Yeah, it's 55 XP. Here we have many views, so you can check the good habits of today, the done one and not completed one. You can see this month or all time. The same thing we have for bad habits, the same views here. And yeah, that's what we have in the good and bad habits. Just like I said before, in the video tutorial, you will learn how to create your own good and bad habits. Also, from where you can get those type of cover and customize them for free. Everything is free. Then we have daily quests. So here I try to make two type of quests. We have personal one and school one. So the personal one, like hit the gym, if you have working on a website or something like that, something personal to you. The school quests are the tasks that are related to school. Like if you have some homework, if you have a project related to school, you get my point. For example, if we click on new personal quest, for example, let's say back day on the gym, for example. Here you can add the priority. So for example, if we add this one as the first priority, it will be the first here. If we add something like work or finish last section on my website, and the priority, for example, we can set it, you changed your mind. For example, you want to set it as the first priority, and hit the gym, for example, will be the second. So automatically it will be moved down. If we change your mind another time, you can add the third priority. Then you can see that the order changed and this one moved down. Now, if you did this personal task, you'll earn 16 XP and 80 coins. Then, for example, we can add a new school quest. For example, something like finish your math assignments before 8 p.m. So what I'm going to do is add the priority first. Then I can relate this school quiz with academies. So academies are like courses or subjects you study. So I can relate this one. I don't have any math, so I'm going to add mathematics. All right, so we added a new academy. Then you can relate it to some lectures. If there is some lectures will help you to finish this assignment. And that's it. Also, you can relate it to missions, which is projects. Now, what you will notice is there's a difference between points of personal quests and school quests. As you can see here, school quests are slightly much higher in the earning. So we have 17 XP comparing to only 16 XP. And how we did that, it's quite simple. So we have a formula here for the points. So for the XP, if the type is personal, I want to add 20 XP. If it's not personal, something else like school, I want to add 13 XP additional to my original XP, which is if we go to the point settings here, we will find that the tasks points are 14 XP and 16 coins, and we can change that automatically. Now, for example, if we change this one to like only 20 XP and this one only to 14 coins, if we go back to our quests dashboard here, we will notice that we have 14 XP now for personal quests and 15 XP for the school quests. So that's how easily you can change and play with point settings. So that's what we have also in the daily quests with additional views like this week quests, this month, and all time. Moving on, we have the academies. If we click on any academy, for example, computer science, we will find many property and relation. First of all, you can add the term. So you can add like when you're going to study this computer science, like semester number 2 and 3 and 4, for example, you can add the difficulty. It's from easy, moderate to challenging. Then we have scholars marks, which is the exams related to this computer science and the marks score. So this is the average points you get from all the 3 exams or all the exams you get. For example, let's go and to something like we didn't set any exams for it yet. So for example, scholar marks for economy. Let's just add some examples. So let's add first exam economy and let's spin it. We can here add a date. For example, let's say it's passed. So it's passed and the score we get, for example, 70. All right. And the results we passed, we got 17. Also, when you complete exams and you add the score, for example, 17, 16, whatever, here you will notice that the XP and coins you will earn, it's the double of your score. And that's depend on the point settings again. Let me show you how. So if we go to the point settings again, we can see here scholar marks 2 and 3.5. 2 means that if you get 70 in the score of the exam, it will be doubled or multiplied by 2. So it will be 140. And then for coins, it will be multiplied by 3.5, which will get you something like 225. All right. So this is how scholar marks works. Of course, you can change the points as you'd like. Now, if we go back to economy here, we can see that just base it from our first exam, we get mark score average of 70%. If we added another exam, for example, final exam economy, and we hit new one here, we can say date, all the other stuff. It doesn't matter for now. Then just add a score like 19, for example. If we go to economy, we'll find 18%. So this is the average. All right, so this is your scholar rank. Then also we have like lectures related to economy, memory logs, which is notes, scholar marks, just like I showed you before, missions, which is projects, and objectives, which is goals. So you can easily, anytime, for example, you are studying for an economy exam, you can go and check like the lectures you have for this course. You can check the logs, you can check the notes, you can check it. So for example, if you are preparing for an exam for economy, like the first exam economy, you can relate also lectures and memory logs that will help you pass this exam and prepare for it well. All right, and that's what we have in the academy page here. Of course, you can add your own courses and your own subjects that you study in school or the university. It's up to you. Moving on, we have lectures. So you can easily capture a new lecture just by clicking on the button here, and you can name it, for example. So let's add a lecture related to the economy, understanding supply and demand. We can relate it to our economy, just like I said before. So economics, And let's add the status. So for example, we are currently studying this lecture, and then we have the review stage or review after. So for example, it's done. We like finished this lecture, all right? And you want to not forget it, you want to review it after 6 days. So first of all, you will set the review to need review. Then you will add like, I want to review it after 3 days. All right. So the next review will be October 19. And when you switch the review state from need review to review it, you will earn 14 XP and 19 coins. So this is how you can earn points from lecture. All right. So for example, if we switch from need review to review it, as you can see here, points earned. Now let's go back to need review. And for example, let's say that the 3 days passed and you didn't review it. If we go to the dashboard here, in the need review section here, we go to lectures and we will find this understand supply and demand lecture that need to be reviewed. All right. So in the dashboard, I try to add like all the things that are necessary for your daily life. Like for example, here we have our daily grind. So you can see your personal quests of today, school quests. You can check your bad and good habits, recent lectures that you just captured like the last 24 hours or today, and also the recent memory logs. So yeah, that's how you can capture lectures, then review with just like I said. So for example, let's review this one. And if we click on it, we can also relate it to memory logs. Also, you can relate it to scholar marks. So that works really, really good. Like when you have an exam and you only have some certain lectures, you need to review them or revise them in order to pass this exam. For example, we can relate this lecture to our first exam of the economy or the final one. I hope you get my point. Like if we click on it, we will see the lecture here. All right. So yeah, we have all lectures of all time grouped by the academies. We have the need review ones, and finally we have the review with lectures. So that's what we have in the lecture page here. Then let's move on to our objectives and missions. So objectives, goals, and missions are projects. And this is a side note. In this template or any gamified Notion template I create, I try to change the names of pages from just like goals, projects, or something that looks more like a game to make it fun. So if we click on the objective page here, we will find out that we can create a new objective from clicking on the button here. We have 2025, 2026, and 2027 view. Of course, you can add 2028, for example. We can just duplicate any view, go to the filter and change the year from 2027 to 2028. That's it. That's how easy it is. So for example, let's create a new objective. Now, here's the thing, your objective or goals can be related to your personal life or your school. For example, we have this goal of build a personal finance dashboard. We can add a start date and end date. For example, let's say I'm going to start from tomorrow or today, and the end date will be at the end of the year, so December 31. And then I can relate it to an academy, for example, for example, economics. All right. Then we have the progress, which is based on our missions, which is projects. So, for example, if I add a project here and then name it design your economic model, and we can open the project here, we can add all the information like starts and end dates, for example. It will take me a week to do that. We can relate it to the economics. Again, status, let's say it's done. All right. And the progress is now based on tasks. We can add something like, it can be something like build the dashboard layout. Now we can add several other tasks to track this mission, but just for the sake of to make this video quick, let's add done. And here we can see it's 100% in the progress. We earned the 500 XP and 1000 coins. Now, if we go back to our main goal, we can see also here we have 100%. And I hope you get my point. If we add other missions, you can see now, for example, if we add another mission here, it will be only 15%. Until we complete this mission, it will be 100% again. Now, if we switch the status from not started to a progress while we are working on this goal, and then we switch it to done when we finish it, we will earn the 10,000 XP and 20,000 coins. Now, goals will take you like a year to complete them. So it's like you're not going to move fast in the level, for example, from the day one from 0 to 32 is impossible. It will take you like a year or more than that. Now, we will show you later why we need level in our character. All right. Now, before moving to reward and study boosters, we have memory logs. So this is another simple page here. Here you can easily add any note related to your academies. It doesn't matter. Now I don't have any notes, for example. Let's just add new notes, and you can relate it to any academy like economics. You can relate it to a specific lecture if you want, or many other lectures. You can add a link if you have a one. And then we have the same approach of reviewing system of the lectures. So by default, it will be need review. And then if you review it after 2 days, all right, and you switch from the need review to review it, you earn the points like 20 XP and 14 coins. And just a quick mention, you can also relate it to specific exams, for example. All right, here we have recent, which is the last 24 hours, and today memory logs. We have the reviewed one, the one that needs to be reviewed. We have grouped by lectures and by academies. So that's what we have in the memory logs. Finally, we have rewards and study boosters. So reward, you may also find them in the dashboard here. So each reward costs you an amount of coins. And each time you buy a reward, you will lose those amounts of coins from your character. Here we have by default 4 rewards. I create them like buy a new watch, which is one of my rewards in, I don't use this system to be honest with you. I use my personal second brain, but I have a reward each month. If I worked hard and I achieved some certain projects and goals, I buy a new watch, which is it costs me coins in the templates and also in the real life. Here we have sweet desserts, 30 minutes scrolling, 1 hour video game. So those are like daily rewards, and they are cheap, like 1,000 coins, 300. But for example, let's say after 3 months of work, or maybe 1 year of hard work, and you get the grade you dream about, and you succeed in college or in university, you can create a reward. For example, something big like buy a new laptop, for example, or whatever, or take a vacation. And this one will be a little bit pricey. For example, it will cost you let's not add $200,000, let's add $20,000, for example. So if you go here, we will find that we already have like $15,000. If we buy this reward, we will see that we bought this one time. If we buy this another time, we will see 2 times. And now we don't have much coins to buy the reward. All right. So the reward is a really fun way to keep going, to motivate yourself, and to not stop. All right. So that's what we have in the reward page. Just like I mentioned before, if you watch the video tutorial, you will learn how to add this cover style. All right. Finally, we have study boosters. Here we have by default 10 study boosters, I think. So let me calculate 6. Yeah, 10 study boosters. And each one of them require a certain level to be unlocked. For example, if we click on the Pomodoro technique, it's only required like a 10 level. This one only required 20. But for this one, for example, it's required the level 15, and there's 18 level left to unlock this reward. Finally, the master of the master, the cramming control, which is a study technique. You learn how to control cram effectively under time pressure, which is something really hard. And in order to use this study booster, you need to reach the 2000 level in the character, which means like 2 years of working. All right. Why I did add the study boosters? First of all, when I add them, I thought to myself, there's something missing. Like this template still needs something. Okay, the study boosters is a really motivational way, like to help you study more in a more effective way. Like the Pomodoro technique is really effective. And the more you unlock more levels, you unlock more study boosters. The thing is, I thought to myself, something is missing. So here's what's missing. Just like this is a business. So I have free Notion templates and I have premium Notion templates. And I can't add all the premium features in a free Notion template. But I tried my best to make the free templates valuable and the premium one much more valuable. So I had this idea. So each study booster you unlock, it will multiply or double with a certain amount, for example, 2, 3, your points. Let me explain it to you so you can build that yourself. So make this one as a challenge for you. If you unlock the Pomodoro technique, now each task, instead of earning, for example, so let's go back to the setting points. Instead of earning only 20 XP and 14 coins, you now be earning 14 XP and 18 points without changing the points here, just because you unlock the Pomodoro technique. If you unlock the next the next study booster, it will be multiplied by 3. So it will be 16 XP and 120 coins. All right. And the same goes for everything here. Everything will be double. All right. So that will help you move faster in the level, and then you can unlock the final boss or the final study booster, which is this one. Because if you didn't do that, it will be really hard to reach the level 2000. It will take you like 1 year or over that. All right. So this is a challenge for you. And let me help you how you can create it. I will give you a quick tip. So go to the character, create a new formula. All right. Let me see if study boosters are related to, no, they are not related to the character. Go to the study boosters, relate them to the character here, and create a formula with some conditions. If you have this study booster, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the XP number and multiply them by 2. If I have the other or the next level or the next study booster, multiplied by 3. And the same goes until you finish 10 study boosters. And the same do it for coins number. And that will make it really fun, and it will also help you to move faster. So yeah, this is my idea for you. You can create it by yourself. If you're new to Notion, try to work around it. Try to ask ChatGPT how you can do it. If you are really using Notion, familiar with it, and you can create that so simply. That's the students game mode. That you will find the link in the description below. You can download this for free. But if you want a more advanced system, like with challenges, with titles, it will organize your entire life. Here's where it comes, this game mode, which is I personally use it. So here's the Student Brain 6.0 with the game mode version. If we click on any style here or any theme, and we go to the game mode here, it's a more advanced template with more advanced way of unlocking rewards. You can't just like buy a reward like that. You need to reach some certain levels and some certain stuff. There's the mission tracker that tracks everything you have daily. You have more advanced properties in the character. You can see how many missed points. You can do challenges, for example, from easy to impossible. We have over 13 challenge, and we will add more, and it's just an awesome system that will make your life like a game. I will also leave the link of the templates in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.